What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Val is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Welcome to the live, everybody. It's your host, Big Val Opinion, back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Hold up, wait a minute. They thought I was finished. Let's get it. Welcome, Hammer Time. Love yourself. Nene B, welcome. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as you come in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all already know how I do it. Y'all already know how I do it. Y'all already know how I do it, when I do it, as I do it. Y'all already know. I want to say I appreciate everyone for the love and support that you all have been showing the channel. We growing. I thank each and every one of y'all that come in and listen in and take out the time to listen to our views and thoughts and opinions when it comes to this case, and when it comes to a lot of the things, a lot of the activity that has taken place throughout this case. I want people to understand that. It ain't hard to it ain't hard to understand what's going on. It ain't hard to see what's going on. A lot of people have done things. A lot of things has taken place in this R.Kelly sector, and as you continue to see, for 4 years, the main objective, the main agenda, when it comes to the YouTube streets, was people wanted to hear R. Kelly speak. People wanted to know how R. Kelly felt. People wanted to know what was R. Kelly's thoughts. Well, unfortunately, at this point in time, R. Kelly has spoke, and what do we get? We getting the same result. So ask yourself, ask yourself a question. If R. Kelly has spoke and we still getting the same results, ask yourself, ask yourself questions. Question yourself about some of the things that you're seeing, some of the things that you're hearing. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Kels asked for us to get it out there, push the narrative, push the narrative of this BOP officer illegally accessing his jail records, sharing them with bloggers, which shared it with um government witnesses, which then shared it with government informants, and we just gonna get down into it. But y'all seen the title, the mission to keep control of R.Kelly Master Recordings. We're gonna get a little bit into that tonight, and kind of, we gonna get into that, but we also gonna make sure we push the message that was asked, the request to be pushed, and that is the BOP officer who illegally accessed this man's jail records 153 times and shared them with a YouTube blogger by the name of Tasha K. What up, Dean Bella? Baller. Dean the baller.
Oh,
Want to
what's
be the
goody, bro? My
baller.
fault. My fault. What's up,
Baller.
bro? What's up? You
What's
hear
up?
me?
What's up? Oh yeah, I hear you. We here.
Oh, yeah. Nah. What's
We
up,
here.
bro? Yeah, we gonna rock this show tonight, whatever the case may be. But yeah, nah, I'm
Yeah,
here.
we here.
This show tonight, whatever the case.
We here. I ain't dodging no bullets.
Uh,
I ain't dodging no wreck. I ain't dodging none of that. But I'm staying focused and I'm staying on task. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying focused and staying on task. I appreciate everyone. So many great comments. I get comments from those detractors every now and then, but salute to all of the people who appreciate the content that we give over here, the way that we bring it, the dialogue, conversation that we have. Um, it goes unmatched. It goes unmatched, and I like having it because I know it brings clarity and help people understand uh what's going on, somewhat of what's going on, and somewhat what has taken place. Um, Earlier I got a comment, a special request, and that's why I named this live. The mission to keep R. Kelly masters. Uh, a supporter of the channel earlier left a comment. Let me see if I can find that comment. And it was on. Let me see if I can find that comment. Man, so many comments. I'll tell y'all, I've been getting so many comments I can't even keep up. Like, no lie. Like, it's been crazy good. It's been crazy good. It's been crazy in a good way. So it said the man that broke down the ownership that the company involved in the making of Surviving the Liar Crap, and the other man who broke down the years of his album anniversary along with his masters. I really think you should make a video highlighting those two topics. It will help. So we got a special request highlighting the topics of the people that backed the Surviving the Liars, along with the masters, the R.Kelly Master Recordings, and people want to know. People want to know more about, want to hear more about that, and want to get more into that. So what I did, shout out to Senator Sane. I have been reaching out via his YouTube channel, trying to see if we can get in contact with that brother Senator Sane some way, somehow. But I did take some from his video, and I credited him in the video, and I'm asking that if you all are not subscribed to Senator Sane, Time and Reality, that you all go over there and subscribe to their guy as well, because he do a lot of this detailed work when it comes to R.Kelly Masters, R.Kelly publishing, who's getting credit off of R.Kelly's music, all different. Like, this guy breaks it down over there. So if you aren't subscribed to that channel, when I play the clip, it'll tell you how to get to his platform and go subscribe and look at some of his videos, some of his old work, and hopefully he come back around. Haven't seen him on in a minute, good fella. So we look forward to having him back around. Lil Mac gave us 24 hours last night for a Lil Mac site. So if y'all know Lil Mac, anybody on here got contact with Lil Mac, tell Lil Mac he got 2 hours. So let the people come on in. We're gonna let some people come on in, and we're gonna listen to one of these chaos tracks while the people come on in. Just us, no phone calls, text messages, no family, no friends. I just wanna be alone with you, alone. Girl, I just wanna get it on with you. Yeah. So here and I leave a clue. Here's what I wanna do, baby. I just wanna take the time and night, holding your body tight, keeping you warm. Nothing's gonna stop this feeling. No, sexual feeling. I just wanna take the time and night, holding your body tight, keeping you warm. Nothing's gonna stop this feeling. Nothing. Sexual feeling. Listen, baby. No bill collectors, no landlords. Your boss is tripping. Just ignore it. You got plans. Come on. See me. Take it off home. I just wanna be alone with you. Girl, I just wanna get it on with you. Yeah. And I leave a clue. Here's what I wanna do. I just wanna take the time and night, holding your body tight, keeping you warm. I just wanna stay feeling. I'll be giving you sexual feeling. I just wanna take the time and night, take my time, keeping you warm. Keeping you warm. This feeling. I'll be giving you sexual feeling. Really want you, baby, baby. Really want you, baby, baby. Really want you, baby. That I want you. Really want you, oh, you want me like I want you, baby. Baby, want you, baby. Sexy lady. Really want you, baby. Listen, baby. Gotta have you. Right now.
love you, baby. Oh, baby. Take my time, keeping you warm. Nothing's gonna stop this feeling, no. I just wanna take my time. Till I move the way. Nothing's gonna stop feeling, no. You feel good, yeah. Keeping you warm, nothing's gonna stop this feeling. Baby, wanna sing it, yeah. I just wanna take time right now, your body tight, making me warm. Nothing's gonna stop this feeling. I've been giving you sexual healing. I just wanna take time right now, your body tight, keeping you warm. Nothing's gonna stop this feeling. I've been giving you sexual healing. Baby, I just wanna take time right now, your body tight, keeping you warm. Nothing's gonna stop this feeling. I've been giving you sexual. Somebody help me. I just wanna take you, baby, all alone, no. Nothing's gonna stop this feeling. I've been giving you sexual healing. I just wanna take my time, keeping your body tight, keeping you warm. Nothing's gonna stop this feeling. I'll be giving you sexual healing. I just wanna take my time tonight, holding your body tight, keeping you warm.
Oh yeah, man! Can't wait for Kel to get out that thing, man. Can't wait for Kel to get out that thing, man, bruh. Can't wait, man. R&B is motherfucking dead. Dead. His old shit is better than this new shit. His old shit is better than the new shit that's on the radio. Man, we need Kels out here bad, man. What's up, my big bro, Dana J? What's up, Lil Mac? What's up, A-Child? What's up? But like I say, man, y'all see the title, the mission to keep control of R.Kelly Masters Recordings, man. Shout out to Senator Sane. We got 42 people in here. We finna get this show on the road. But like I say, man, it's most important that we continue to push the message that Kel has asked us to continue to push. So a lot of us, we go back down this road when we talk about Sony, we talk about all these different people. We go back down the road. We go back down the road in 2008 when R. Kelly his first scandal came about, and people speak to the degree of, well, the label supported him back then, but they not supporting him now. And I told people, I say, man, if you go back and listen to the Travis Smiley interview and listen to what he's telling you, the label did not support him in the beginning of the scandal. They only came to support him when he had started to have success, when he dropped the record, the remix to Ignition. Don't take my word for it. We're going to listen to Kels and what he says about this.
I want to jump ahead because the 7-year turmoil that you went through vis-a-vis the trial for child pornography, your advisors, almost to a person, told you over and over and over again, while you're going through this period, Kels, do not put out sexually explicit material. Do not. The audience can't handle that. Your fans can't handle it. It's not going to be good for the outcome of this trial. Tone it down. Don't put that out. You ignore all of them. Do it anyway and get bold with it. It's during this period you put out Chocolate Factory. You put out Remix. You put out Ignition. Here they're telling you not to do this, and you put out a song about putting your key in the ignition. I read that and I wanted to ask, so I will. why it is that you went against your advisors. What is it that you were thinking, that you were feeling, that kept you doing that when everybody else told you not to do that?
Well, first of all, let me say, you know, I wasn't bold about it, you know, and I didn't totally ignore them, because that would be the worst thing to do, is totally ignore your advisors or your lawyers. I listened to them, we talked, we discussed the situation. I felt strong, very strong, as I said many years ago about the trial, that I will have my day in court, you know, and I will be innocent, and I will walk away, and I will move on with my life. I said that in the beginning. I said that during the middle part of the trial and everything else. I look at my music like a soldier looks at his sword. You never put your sword down in the midst of a war. You never lay down in the midst of a war. And I think that my lawyers were good lawyers, great lawyers, but I didn't think they had that part down. And you have to be the soldier in the midst of the war to even understand that. And I was the soldier on the front line for my life, for my kids' life, for my fans. And I told them I would not lay down. I would not stop doing music. Why would I do that? I think that would say, oh yeah, he did it. I think that would say all of the things that people want to say about R. Kelly. So I did what I'm supposed to do. Like any fireman that goes up in the building, they don't get to the building and say, oh, wait a minute, that's just too much fire. But you're a fireman. So go and fight the fire. Don't care how much it is. I had to go and I had to do my music. I'm not going to change my lyric. I'm not going to change my name. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to do my music. And that's what I did. And that's what I told the company, even though they continued to say, no, don't do it. But the minute Ignition came out, which was the first song I did, it blew up. And all of a sudden the company's calling me, everybody's calling me, come do an album cover shoot. We got to get the rest of this album done. We got to go there. We got to bring your clothes. We're going to have well, I ain't got no doggone makeup person. Yeah. You got some makeup, bring your own makeup. We'll do it. I mean, it just got crazy. So I did what I felt was right for myself.
So, if you listen to what Kel said, he said, you know, he said, I had some great lawyers, but I don't think my lawyers had that part down. He said, you went against your advisors and still continue to put out music anyway. You know what I'm saying? Kel say, why would I stop making music I'm in the midst of a war? He said, like a soldier look at his sword. Like a soldier look at his sword, that's how I look at my music. So if I'm in the midst of a battle, why would I put down my music? But he said the record labels was against you putting out music. The labels was against you putting out music. And all of a sudden he dropped Chocolate Factory, and Remix to Ignition was the debut single, and it went multi-platinum, and all of a sudden the label comes back around. Oh, we got to do an album cover. We got to do a photo shoot. We got to do a video. So when the check came, the label came. So is it safe to say if he wouldn't have put out Chocolate Factory during the first melee of allegations, would the label have supported him? Would they still have supported him if he wouldn't have had a platinum album during the time of that trial? Would they still have support him? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. That's the question that we can ask. Because from the sounds of it, they only came around when the check came. So, what you're about to hear on this next breakdown is our guy Senator Sane. Senator Sane is gonna break down how these labels are connected to the hit piece Surviving. He's going to break down that how these record labels are connected to the hit piece Surviving. If my brother J Rock is in here, I'm gonna need J Rock. I'm gonna need J Rock in here ASAP. Whatever, Lil Mac, you were down. Lil Mac, you were down to 2 hours, man.
120 hours, man. Give me R.Kelly 120 hours. I'm tired of these enablers. Y'all know who y'all are. Yeah, Don Russell, an enabler, going back and telling Rob, twisting my words, talking about, I'll make my millions. Y'all make my millions. I've been doing that. I'm a savage. Savage, I was going to make it million. What's up, y'all? What's up, Big Five? What's up, Dean Chat?
What's up, man? We digging a little bit tonight. We digging a little bit tonight, but we gonna dig a little bit. We're gonna dig a little bit, but at the same time, we gonna push the narrative as well. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that we continue to push the message. At the same time, uncover some other players that's involved with what we are seeing and what we have grown and known as surviving. All these people, you know, they say surviving R. Kelly, which should have been named surviving off of R. Kelly. It should have been named surviving off of R. Kelly. But we're gonna continue to show how these people were surviving off of R. Kelly. As you just heard in the last clip, the record labels did not want him to put out any music. They didn't think that the climate was right for him to be putting out music. Then he dropped Chocolate Factory. He dropped this hit single, Ignition, with multi-platinum. All of a sudden, the record label come back around. They want to do videos. They want to do photo shoots. I mean, I can ask either of you guys that's on the stream. Do y'all think if Chocolate Factory wouldn't have had the success that it had, would the record label would have stood? Do you think they would have stood behind them? Do
Hell
you think
no.
they would have
Hell no.
money?
Hell no. And the funny part is, he said he had, if you know R. Kelly, he said, I had that song sitting for years. And it's crazy. Aside from I Believe I Could Fly and Bump and Grind, that's his biggest song.
See what I'm saying?
I don't know. Step in the Name of Love, a big one too now.
No, not yet. That's in his top 5. That's definitely his top 5 too. But we talking about Ignite. Go. I'm telling you, if you look at the
Step
numbers,
in the Name of Love Step in the Name of Love came after.
Yeah, Step in Love came after, like right after Ignition. But I'm saying, like, well, if you look, I'm telling you, if you look at the numbers, the numbers on Ignition was different.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was dancing to that in his cause. Yeah, that was a crossover record. Like I believe
that was the crossover.
When they were playing Bump and Grind and American Pie.
Facts. They had Bump and Grind, American Pie. And they had Bump and Grind and what's that song in the Project X movie?
Yeah.
They had Bump and Grind. They had Bump and Grind also in another it was one of the movies with Drake and Josh. Like it was, they had Bump and Grind and American Dad. They had Bump and Grind and Family Guy. That song Bump and Grind, I remember Bump and Grind, Ignition. those got a pop sound to it. But as we said, Kel's the only person I ever seen that could give you true
Hold on,
that
just say. Let's see who this is. Who we got right here?
What's up, man? This Tremel from Louisiana.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. First
This
time
Tremel.
seeing you, bro. I can hear you. This our first time seeing you.
Yeah, I've been following you on here, bro, for a minute, man. I'm from Louisiana.
From that booth.
Oh, okay, I'm from Louisiana too, man. 318 Monroe.
Yeah, well, hey, I live in West Monroe now. I'm from Tallulah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Hell, I got some family in Alexandria.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. I've been in Louisiana. I've been living in Louisiana all my life, though.
You from Tallulah, man. I'm from LP.
You from Lake Providence?
You from Tallulah, man. We rivals, man. I'm from LP, man.
Boy, this is a small world, bro.
I played football for 2 years.
What year you came out?
Harris, I know Tick, all them guys.
Yeah, Tick, that's my cousin.
I came out in 06.
Yeah, see, I graduated in 97. Tick, my cousin, man.
I know Tick, the Coopers.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's a small world, bro.
Most definitely. We gonna link most definitely.
Hey, man, but I've been on this, man.
Oh yeah, very small world, bro.
Yeah, but I've been on this R.Kelly stuff, man, for the past few years, man, and I hate to see my brother going through that, man.
We all here for you.
Oh yeah, man, but we gonna keep doing what we gotta do to help get the message out. And he gonna come in, but you know, with like being from what we from in the parts of this shit else kind of remind us like being where we from, because where we from, we can get locked up off of hearsay, word of mouth, no evidence.
Right, exactly.
Just because somebody said they saw us.
Yep.
So that's why it's important for me, and that's why I advocate, because I know how it feels for somebody to be like, oh, I saw old boy car pass by there around the time the gunshot heard. Come to find out you was at work somewhere, way out of town somewhere, but they don't do no investigation. You know, you spending this money trying to fight this crime that you don't even know shit about. So when it comes to Kels, man, we got a bunch of fucking females who crying wolf, you know, and then if you look at it now, like, damn, you know, the way they treated them, now all of a sudden the treatment is no longer available. Now, oh, I'm a victim.
Yep, exactly. You know, that's what I.
But we ain't gonna let it ride.
Man, that's what I've been talking. I've been talking about that man for the longest, bro. And I've been talking to a lot of different females, man, in reference to it. And a lot of them, they just can't really understand, man. And I'm like, because they're not really deep into it. I've been following this for a while. Wow. All they basically going off is, you know, the narrative, what they putting out there. And I'm like, you gotta realize, man, that if this man been this abusive, been this bad, how they advertise him on the documentary, if he been this way for this many years, bro, ain't no way this man won't have no type of police records or nothing.
Right.
You just can't. A man that just like, and then that's what I was saying. Like, if you like young girls, teenagers, if that's something you like, that's just in you. That's not a switch you turn on and off.
Facts.
So if he liking young girls like that, why is he worried about their age? The age shouldn't even matter.
That's exactly what That's exactly what our homeboy Sir Miguel said. He said the exact same thing. He said you don't go from 15 to 30 and 35 at the drop of a hat like that.
And then now that he took it to the next level, he put in his music. He said,
"If we know that
before we get knee deep, He said he put out big ass signs saying all you gotta do is be 18. He letting the world know. He's throwing the nation out there, letting people know that he don't fuck with people that's under the age of 18. He letting the world know that. But people don't want to let that stigma go on him because of the situation with the lid and all that tape shit. He was rid of the tape shit. So why you
we got
Lil Mac.
Yo, Lil Mac from a Rouge, man.
Yo, Lil Mac. And when he brought that sign out, if anybody noticed, that was even before the Aaliyah shit. He came out with the sign.
Damn sure did, because that was what that when he born in the 90s first was hitting hard. He didn't even start on 12 play yet, I don't think.
Exactly.
Damn sure right, bro.
So it's like so it's like, yo, I was there, motherfucker.
We're gonna go and drop this Senator. We're gonna drop this video from Senator Sane because we got our brother J-Rock on here. And when J-Rock put this timeline behind this video, J-Rock, you ready?
Hold on. Before we go into it, I got an extra mail question. You say you from Tallulah?
Yep.
Yeah, I got some I got some people know that graduated from Grambling up the damn road and everything. And I got one other question to ask you. Were you in Monroe when that R. Kelly concert came in about 2012, 2013?
At the Monroe Civic Center?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Because KNOE said that there were people saying that was supposed to be R. Kelly, but it was actually an imposter on stage.
Yeah, that wasn't R. Kelly. Actually, me and my wife saw R. Kelly. He was in Shreveport. He had the Black Panther tour in Shreveport. But the one at the Monroe Civic Center, that was an imposter. That wasn't R. Kelly.
Exactly, because one of the women that they interviewed said that they was at the IHOP in Monroe and saw the same dude at the IHOP.
Nah, that wasn't R. Kelly there. Yeah,
that was probably Joe.
I've been in West Monroe since 2002.
And see, when you said you was from Tallulah, you was around the Monroe area, I said I gotta ask him that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
if y'all understand the speed limit in Maroon is 25. That's just how small it is, bro.
Yeah. Hey, LP ain't too much bigger than Maroon now.
We got a lake at least.
Oh man, bro, this is a small world, man.
We got some exclusive from Senator Sane, and he's finna tie these links together. But when J-Rock dropped that timeline behind this shit, behind Senator Sane, y'all finna see some shit, and y'all finna say, this shit finna make y'all scratch y'all head.
I need 50 bloggers. When J-Rock dropped this timeline, I need 50 bloggers. My Tim sent me 50 bloggers to email me.
Come out the bushes and hit that sign up. Let's get to it.
Boonham and Murray Productions. The parent company to them is Banijay. Now, Banijay was founded by Stephanie Corbett in January of 2008. It's one of the largest content producer and distributors with over 150 production companies across 22 territories. It's a multi-genre catalog containing over 100,000 hours of original programming. And it's headquartered in Paris. All right. But it's a major media company. All right. Now, You got Banner J that owns this production company, Boonham and Murray Productions. Oh, and let's not forget Creative Incorporated. That's also another production company that worked on Surviving R. Kelly as well. Both of those companies are owned by Banner J, right? Now, Banner J, on the other hand, its owners, it's a split. Well, not a 50-50 split. It's LDH, which owns 67.1% of the company, and the other 32.9% is owned by Vivendi. Vivendi. Now, who is Vivendi? All right, who is Vivendi? Vivendi is a company. It's a major conglomerate company. I think it's overseas as well. I think it's located in France. It's headquartered in France. It's a French media company, a French media conglomerate. That's what it is. And it now owns 80% of Universal Music Group. And as we all know, Universal Music Group owns most of R. Kelly's publishing. So when we think about that, right, we think of the connection between Sony and BBC doing the first documentary, and now we have a connection between Surviving R. Kelly and Universal, which did the major documentary. Well, actually, they did about 3 of them, didn't they? Surviving R. Kelly 1, Surviving R. Kelly 2, Surviving R. Kelly, The Impact.
About 3 or 4. Yeah.
Now, you got the 2 biggest music companies in the music industry. Universal Music Group, which is number 1. Sony Music Entertainment is number 2. However, when you talk about publishing, they switch places. Sony Music Entertainment owns the biggest publishing company, which is Sony Music Publishing, and Universal Publishing is the second biggest publishing company. These 2 companies, and I know Warner Music, they own some of R. Kelly's publishing as well, so let's not leave them out of this. But these 2 companies specifically, Sony, who owns R. Kelly's masters, and Universal, who owns most of R. Kelly's publishing, both of them have connections to these documentaries that were responsible for flipping the public's mind, getting the public against R. Kelly, where the public is thinking that R. Kelly, they made you think like he has this history, some sort of history of dealing with minor girls, which if you really do your research, you'll realize that that's not true. What there is there's rumors, and it isn't that many. It's not 30 years of rumors. It's only a allegation of a marriage, and then a allegation of a sex tape that he went to trial for in 2008, and he was acquitted. Other than that, the only other thing that comes to mind is that bogus rumor in 2017, the same year that all this nonsense got started, which is the same year that would make R. Kelly's 25th year in the music industry after his original release date, born into the 90s in 1992. And of course, once you're in the business for 25 years, that's when you can put in the notice to the label saying, I want my masters back. All right.
Hey, Vi, you got something else to drop? I'm not sure if Vi got anything else to drop. So, but I'm gonna say something real quick. Anybody if that's interested in NFL playoffs, the Jacksonville Jaguars just beat the San Diego Chargers 31-30 on the last second field goal.
Yeah, I'm watching that game now, man. That's that's crazy.
27-0.
Yeah.
And you subsequently blew that lead.
Man, that the head coach for Jacksonville Jaguars, Doug Peterson, man, he's a damn good coach, bro.
He'll roll the dice on you
in a heartbeat. He set that up, man, when he went for that 2-point conversion.
Yep.
Instead of him kicking that field goal, he said we're gonna go for the 2, and then we get the ball back again for a field goal. We're gonna win the game, and that's what they did.
But then that was aided by Nick Bosa with another bonehead penalty.
Yep.
And I put him in position to try it, and I gave him half the distance, so that was at the 1-yard line.
Yep. Exactly. Man, but I was just getting on here, man, and chopping it up with you guys, man. I'm finna get up because I gotta get up early in the morning to go to work, man.
I appreciate that. No, I appreciate you coming through. Oh, one other thing.
What's that?
Grambling season going on when football season jump off. You know, Grambling scheduled to play LSU this year.
Oh man, that's just a money thing.
Yeah, I know, but since Southern already played them this year, Grambling playing them last year. Grambling gonna play them this coming year.
Yeah.
So I'm already planning to be down there if nothing happens. So
you from Louisiana as well?
Yeah, I got family. I got some family in Alexandria.
Oh, yeah, that's what about 45 minutes out. It's about a little over an hour away from Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, we all from around in the same areas, man. It's a small world. But hey, I've been seeing y'all on here, and I've been watching y'all on YouTube. I said, man, let me see can I get on here and see can I chime in for a minute. But I'm most definitely gonna.
We appreciate you coming through.
Huh?
We appreciate you. We appreciate you, man, coming on through here.
All right, man. Y'all keep spreading love, man. Much love, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Much love, man. Man, take care out there in that boot, man.
All right, you.
All right, Val. Wait, you back on?
Yup.
Yep. Well, Dean, tell you what, that whole little that whole video about Senator Sane, very interesting, especially got down to the part when you said about the 25th anniversary and how everything went down, which ties into exactly what I've been saying this whole time now.
Facts.
Because you said 2017 is the beginning stages when all this BS started happening.
Facts. Yo, J-Rock, I remember, because not for nothing, that's it. When I came home from the feds 2017, that's when I seen everything, whatever case may be. You know what I'm saying? I only had a year. I only had 11 months to do in the feds. So I came, and I'm just like, yo, what, they got my boy back in this shit all over again? Like, man, like, what's all this craziness now? And then I remember December 2017. I remember vividly. That's when I remember they was robbing his house. You remember that in 2017, right? December. That's when they went when he was on tour, whatever case. Maybe they cleaned out his whole house and all that. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that was in the house in Atlanta, and he actually called the police and everything about it. The local news and everybody had it, was talking about it, and he released the video from his house. I don't know if it was I'm trying to remember if it was Instagram, Facebook, one of them. And he was talking about how you can't, and he was talking about how you can't let people in too close to you.
Facts. The way they cleaned out his whole house. Come on, J-Rock. They cleaned out. Remember, he got a mini mansion and he got an actual mansion. And remember, one's in Sandy Springs, I think one's in Johns Creek. It was just the fact that, yo, bro, y'all cleaned out both of them.
But he got women in there, captive though.
That's
How
what
y'all
that,
do
but
this?
that's what I was gonna go to. I'm saying, oh, my thing was just like, yo, because remember the 20, that's when the whole earlier they talking about he got women hot. So I'm just in my head like, all right, if he got, well, why nobody found no women in there? If you know what I'm saying, when this guy cleaned them out. Yeah, I'd have been on some like I'd have wanted some hero status. Like if I know all this going in the media, I seen some little girls or some women in there, I'd have been like, man, fact, you know what? Man, I could probably use it to my leverage. But come on, there was none of that. Come on, like that shit is just ridiculous with this with Kels, man. Like the way they do, what way they doing him.
Now, in
Come on, like
2017 was his 25th anniversary.
Right, with the with Born in the 90s, which
mm-hmm.
dropped in. That was January. And
Born in the 90s came out 91, right?
No, 92. It was January 92.
Oh yeah, right. Cause he signed his deal in 89, right?
I think it was 90.
Yeah.
But either way, it would have been 25 years.
Yeah, it would have been 25 years. And everybody, and then you could start putting in some labels is 6. You could start at the 6 year, and some is you start at the 5, like basically after the 25th, or some you could start at 24 years.
Yeah, and seeing the thing is with him, with the like I said, the 25th anniversary which started with the with Born in the 90s, 12 Play came out November of 93. 25th anniversary of that was November 2018.
Facts.
Exactly 1 month after. Surviving R.Kelly premiered in a theater in New York.
Facts.
But then there was a gun threat courtesy of Don Russell.
Bozo.
Then you go to the third album, R.Kelly Self-Titled. November 1995 was when that album came out. 25th anniversary of that, November 2020, which ironically you have a presidential election and several other elections involving congressional seats and Senate seats up for grab. Some of these political candidates indirectly or directly was implicating was speaking of R. Kelly, which pretty much makes R. Kelly an election being used as an election tool and or political pawn.
Right.
Then Aaliyah's debut album, which came out May 24th, 1994, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. The 25th anniversary of that would have been May 24th, 2019. 6 weeks after the release of that album, R. Kelly gets arrested and been hemmed up ever since. And going forward, this year, in April of this year, in November, Sparkle's debut album, which came out in April of 98, and his fourth album, which came out November of 98, they're both set to hit their 25th anniversaries this year.
And Kels wrote that whole album. So you know what? All that publishing and royalties money is going damn near to him.
Right. So it goes back to the point that every time that there's a 25th anniversary of an album in regards to R. Kelly, there's always a major event happen. So I could bet you anything. If there's another trial, let's say Minnesota trial, and they decide to have a date, I bet you anything between April and November, somewhere around up in there, maybe about a month or two after April. After April, there's going to be a trial set for the Minnesota trial. I wouldn't be surprised between April and June that they set a date for that. And it's just amazing how, but they want to say that it's about young black women and girls. If it's all about young black women and girls, why is that every single move that has been strategically made, been strategically set around this man's music catalog?
Exactly. Man, J-Rock, they think we idiots.
Yeah, they think we slow. They think. See, they thought they could just go ahead and just do all this BS and just walk on through. And shout out to Dana. Dana said that they already have a judgment in the Minnesota trial already. Okay, so
I heard they supposed to. There's somebody was saying they're supposed to drop that, or they, like, they wasn't gonna go through. Like,
I'm not saying
the Minnesota trial shit was so. It's like, yo, it was so stupid. Like, the charges they were brought, they said support he paid her $200 to dance for him or something. I was like, what? Like, come on, like, I'm like, yo, y'all just saying anything at this point, like.
I agree. They just saying anything, and I believe. And last night when we was talking, and we was talking about this BOP officer shit. Who the fuck was she sharing this man information with before she started sharing it with Tasha K?
Right. Facts.
It might come out she was sharing it with Angel Cruz.
Right.
I believe that, and
the government
and also
on this trial.
Yeah, I believe, and y'all right. Everybody's saying just anything, you know, and also there's something I ran across. I got a quote from Aaliyah's mom, right here, and let's see, and I think I found this when I was going through the internet, and I think I ran across Spitting Fire's page. You got a page called the Mib. I'll give a shout out for this one because I forgot all about this. It was a direct quote from Aaliyah's mother, and it said, quote, "The woman and so-called backup singer in the forthcoming surviving documentary that describes seeing, meeting, or even breathing the same air as my daughter Aaliyah is lying and is a liar. My husband and I were always on tour with her and at interviews and every place she went throughout her entire career. Whoever this woman is, Javante Cunningham, I never even seen her before anywhere on Earth, on the planet Earth until now."
You know what? Hey, you know what, J-Rod, not to cut you off, bro. I got two situations that debunk Javante Cunningham's story. One, R.Kelly and Aaliyah never went on tour together. Two, she claimed when she was around R.Kelly at that time, she was underage. How the hell are you a background dancer for somebody that sings Bump and Grind and you're underage? That don't make sense.
Thank you. And one thing I just want to say too, you ever noticed, and you know, Surviving R. Kelly even kind of went out they way to like kind of even like help Javante Cunningham seem credible and all this. Why is it that after when she basically said all of that, that's when the whole news came out? Yeah, R. Kelly was sleeping with the mom too. Yeah, right. Nobody ever noticed that. When
right, they try to discredit, right, Dean. They try to discredit her mother. But anybody looking at what Aaliyah's mother said, she debunked that shit. Basically, right, she told us that this lady lying.
Right, and here's more of the quote that she said also. "These lies and fabrications cannot be tolerated and allowed to be spewed from the forked tongues of saboteurs of Aaliyah's legacy. My daughter only wanted to realize her dream of sharing her talent with the world and give her all performing on stage and in front of the camera for the fans she adored so much. She realized that dream thanks to those true fans who still love and support her legacy unconditionally to this day. Shame on all of those involved in this project who thought it was kosher to drag Aaliyah's name into a situation that has nothing to do with her today. Once again, this will not be tolerated. Sincerely, Diane Horton, Aaliyah's mother.
And then my thing is, people don't.
Hold on though. Hold on, right quick, Lil Mac. Aaliyah mama, they was made to sign an NDA.
Yeah, you saw that in the documentary. He forced them. Hold on, he forced them to sign an NDA. Hold on. This is how much
these females to sign an NDA.
But hold on, no. This is how much they try to make him seem like he's a monster and a piece of shit. Mind you, if you look at the situation, right, with logical sense, he's in the complete wrong. But he silenced them and was just so much of a monster. He made them sign an NDA. Like, come on, like, y'all serious?
So, if you want to go along with that logic that he made them sign an NDA, did R. Kelly make Aaliyah's mama say that statement I just read?
And then people ain't picking up on the jewels she dropped. Like that, for one, she came out with that statement alone, let you know that she ain't co-signed to that bullshit, and R. Kelly didn't marry her daughter because she could have came out and said some complete. If he did, she could have said what that young lady was saying was very much true. R. Kelly is a you know what, and he did that to my daughter, and I don't condone that. She didn't say that. She went against it. But everybody wants to say. No, I'm saying
all of these
but hold up. But this is what
all
they
these
do.
accusers, from Jerronda Pace to Faith to all of these motherfuckers, talk about they signed none. You're going to be around a celebrity. You have to be ID, and you're going to sign a non-disclosure because of the lifestyle.
All celebrities.
Some celebrities tell you can't even have a cell
phone. Facts. Oh, when you around celebrities, they don't make you, especially in the studio with them at their house. You can't have your phone around them. They're gonna make you sign NDAs regardless.
And you know what else? Going back to Javante Cunningham and Lil Mac already kind of implicated this a little bit earlier when he said, when talking about Javante Cunningham, when she said that she witnessed Aaliyah, R. Kelly having sex with Aaliyah on a tour bus.
Man,
here's the question. Number one, and Lil Mac said it earlier, but I'm saying it this way. What tour were they on? Because Javante Cunningham never said what tour they were on when this happened.
Thank you.
And you know what she did? You know what Javante Cunningham did? Javante Cunningham took Earl goddamn story from Public Announcement.
Yep.
Thank you.
Who walked in on Kel's knocking Sparkle down, and these people that took different stories and gave it to coach these women to come out and say the shit that they seen.
And rumor has it, I think it was Prima Donna, either Just Jazz, one of those two. They did a live and they broke it down that Javante wasn't even close to Aaliyah. She was more close to Sparkle. That's like you said, about like we've been saying. She got that story from Earl and put a little spin on the guy on Surviving R. Kelly, because I find it strange that not only she saying that shit, Earl said it, and the other lady that came out, she talking about she seen a tape with Aaliyah and R. Kelly on the tour bus. They try to combat each other's story, try to make it seem credible, but they all lying.
Right. And also, let me go ahead and throw this in there, because she was talking about how she witnessed Aaliyah and R. Kelly having sex on the tour bus. Keep in mind, 12 Play came out November 1993. Aaliyah's album dropped May 24th, 1994. R. Kelly's album had just dropped. If you're going into the new year 94, his album was only out 2 to 3 months. So he was already working on pushing his album, having new singles. He did multiple singles with Bump and Grind that were released.
Damn, man, we ain't gonna do that, bro, man. Man, come on, damn, man. Let's just keep it peaceful, bro.
And see what he did multiple remixes to Bump and Grind. He did a remix to Your Body's Calling, pushing his album.
He did the
Aaliyah's album, and while still mixing and working on Aaliyah's album, set to come out 3 months after that. And his 12-play tour didn't start until the summer of '94. So Javante, what tour they were on? If all this was going on, how can they do a tour if they're in the middle doing all this?
Facts. And he also did the remix for the Janet Jackson song Anywhere Anytime Any Place. And he did the remix for and he did the shit with Tony Braxton. Love me. How many ways? That's
how many ways remix.
Fact. And he was all of that around at that time. So it's like, yo, this how sometimes you gotta hit them with their lie. You sort of ask them what tour were y'all on, like as you said,
J-Rock.
As you said, J-Rock.
You didn't shoot though, J-Rock. You say she Aaliyah was dead.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that was on the last one, on the final chapter. That Ebony chick who was on there talking about she was on the Players Only video featuring the game, and she said she was the lead video girl in the video shoot. Once she got done with that, after she was done with that, she said she ran into Aaliyah. How, Sway? Aaliyah was already dead in 2001. This album dropped 2005, so Aaliyah been dead 4 years.
Right.
Unless you got a Ouija board, you did a seance, ain't nowhere in hell you saw Aaliyah.
Right. Then around that time in 1994, he was also working on Changing Phases album. People be forgetting about them too.
Facts.
And I never heard them saying it came out saying anything bad about Rob neither.
Thank you.
They did one interview I saw, but they never really said anything negative. I think what they pretty much went by was like, we weren't there. We don't know what they went through. They only said what they experienced when they was with him. That's kind of pretty much all I saw on the one interview I saw.
What, Changing Faces?
Yeah.
See, I always said it. Kels was supposed to stick with Changing Faces because he gave them 4 songs that cracked into the top 10 on the Hot 100 Billboard. I'm just like, he gave it, like, they could have been his bread and butter. Like, he really knew how to write for them. Like,
on the first album, he produced 3 songs from on the first album, and on the second album, he did 4.
Thank you.
And I think on the third album, I know he did 1 for sure.
And the crazy part is, damn, 4 out of them 4 songs were they only songs ever that to have major success, and they were all written by him.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure it would Stroke You Up.
It was Stroke You Up, Fooling Around, Get Out.
Part 1 and part 2.
Part 2 both had success. And
they had a song with Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm. Like, come on.
I think they did a cut with Jay-Z too.
Yeah, so
like this man, and the funny part is, as we said, like, Kels is always touring, like not for nothing. You know, he always have like his regular like little tours, but then he always have his major tours. And Kels got 16 headline tours under his belt. So I'm just in my head like, yo, how is he doing all of this? Like, y'all so-called claim. You know how much work and effort you have to put into them type of tours.
Right. When Javante Cunningham said what she said, even though I heard it and I knew it was bullshit, I had to go back. I went back on the timeline of everything that went on. So now the lie was so damning that when I went back and I said, wait a minute, his album came out in November. He was still working on remixes for the 12-play album, mixing Aaliyah's album. I forgot he was, and he was working on Changing Faces album, which their album came out the fall of '94.
And he was working with Michael Jackson, You're Not Alone.
You Were Not Alone, which came out in '95.
That didn't come out till '95, so he had to be working on that around like in '94.
And crazy part is,
probably late '94. He probably started doing that after he came off his 12-play tour.
And the crazy part is that was Michael Jackson's really last successful
#1.
song, and
#1,
was
yeah.
his last #1. Crazy.
And then people don't know he wrote in his book, like people need to read his book Solar Coast. He said in that song the If I Can't Sleep, he intended to wrote that song with Tony Braxton, but Tony Braxton said she didn't like how it sounded, how he wrote it, so he took it, and that song stayed on the pop chart. What is the hip hop R&B charts for like weeks? It broke records.
Facts.
And see what Tony Braxton wanted. Tony Braxton wanted a song like Your Body's Calling.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what she wanted. She wanted a
And,
song
and
like
that's that, and that's not her. That's not really her. Like
A lane, yeah.
that's not exactly. That's like even with Maxwell. Maxwell wanted life. He wanted that. He wanted and R. Kelly was like, that's not you. Like you a neo soul type. You got what I'm saying? Like you know, R. Kelly knows how to pick people. He knows who's versatile and who's not. Cause like
he got that falsetto for Fortunate, and he ain't got that range enough to hit those like high notes like KC and JoJo. You know what I'm saying? To do like life.
Exactly.
And
so he was
that
just
man
like,
know music, man.
Yeah, and see, however, when Tony Braxton's second album, Secrets, came out, R. Kelly did do a song for that album called I Don't Want To, which that album came out 95, I believe.
People forget like 90s, 96, 97. He worked with Biggie and he worked with Mary J. Blige on her second or third album?
Third album, Share My World.
Share My World, yeah.
And this song, and it's on tonight. It's about time that we met. Fire.
Yeah, and that was the time when the Isaac Brothers album dropped, and it was the first album they had released in almost a decade.
They had that Let's Stay Together. That song was banging, man. That was a huge song.
Yeah, because R. Kelly did production for 3 songs.
Let's Stay Together. That's
Babyface did one, and Keith Sweat did another. The album went platinum. That album went platinum real quick. I think it finished double. Yeah, but I know it went platinum real quick.
Wasn't that song on the soundtrack of Don't Be a Menace?
Yep. Let's Stay Together.
And R. Kelly,
Let's Lay Together. That's what it is.
Yeah, Let's Lay Together. Yeah, I get that confused with Let's Stay Together. Yeah, that's what it called. They shot a video for it and everything.
Yo. Hello?
We can hear you, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my fault, bro. I ain't know, because sometimes but and it's crazy that that if you know even a little background story to it with Bump and Grind, he was damn near about to get that song away and put that on one of the movies. Yeah, as a soundtrack. Yeah, he was about to give it to, and then they said Barry supposedly was like, when he heard it, they was like, nah, you got to keep that for yourself.
Well, that was smart though.
It definitely was. It definitely was.
Man, Kelvin gave way more hits than motherfuckers got albums, man.
That's like even with I Believe I Could Fly. It was great timing. Dude, don't get me wrong for the movie, but imagine if he had kept that fully for himself.
Yeah, but when he wrote that song, when he was working on that song, I remember the story when he was working on that song. Biggie, who was alive at the time, heard it. So he was chilling with. So he was at the same hotel, and then there was a piano, and Kels was on the piano, and Biggie said, "Yo, man, that's a hit."
That's crazy.
Yeah, Biggie knew it off the bat when he heard it.
And people don't know Tupac was a huge R. Kelly fan too, because R. Kelly did a concert in Anaheim, California, and Tupac and Suge Knight and the whole Death Row attended his concert.
They said
Anaheim in '96 that he was in Anaheim, California. Now he might have been on tour. And he stopped in California. They came to his concert.
Reggie Ray said out his mouth too, though, Lil Mac. He said, I never seen Tupac, what you call it, wait, or was chasing somebody down. He said, Tupac made it his duty to go and meet R. Kelly. That's how much of a fan he was. And he said, whatever the case may be, he said Tupac, he said, or I forgot which one, it was Jewel or her other friend, Lachelle, I think they were talking about it. They were basically saying, like, they was like, yo, we used to make Pac jealous by what you call it, because they know how much, what you call it, everybody, you feel me, all the females was into Kels at the time. So she was saying, yeah, we used to do a little certain shit to make Pac jealous, and Pac would get jealous. But they was all saying that they was like, Pac was a huge R. Kelly fan. That's crazy to imagine though. Imagine like if Pac and Big was alive. Man, the amount of what you call it hits them three guys could have gave us together.
I'm gonna tell you exactly.
I want to say this too. I think a while back I seen R. Kelly's sister Teresa take a picture with Tupac. I think he had a concert. She attended his concert. She took a picture with him. It was flown out there on the internet. I don't know whether they took the picture down or took it away or something like that. But I think she had a picture with him.
I remember hearing the stories about that also. And if you really think about it, if Pac and Big was still alive, Pac and R. Kelly, if that would have came together, that best of both worlds would have came together, you know, Biggie would have been featured on that album because R. Kelly had worked with Biggie at least 4 times already. So if Biggie and R. Kelly worked together and R. Kelly and Pac was already working on the project, you cannot tell me that there is no way that Biggie would not have been on that project, because Biggie would have been on that project some type of way, and people would have been like, whoa, wait a minute, Biggie and Pac together with R. Kelly? Then that would have fueled rumors.
Imagine if Pac would have did the best of both worlds with either Biggie or Tupac. I think if Biggie would have lived, it would have went good with him if him and Biggie would have did it, or him and Pac, one of the two.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, but if it was R. Kelly and Pac, if they would have did it, and Biggie would have been featured on the song, then the rumor mill would have been swirling. Then they would have been like, you know what? Is it possible that Biggie and Pac might wind up doing an album?
Facts.
Then that rumor would have started spreading. Then the next thing you know, that would have turned into one of the biggest. That would have probably became arguably the biggest album in hip hop history. If Biggie and Pac came together, and you know R. Kelly would have been on there, probably produced a track or two on that damn album.
That would have happened. He might have would have in the East Coast West Coast war. They would have did that.
Thank you. Exactly.
J-Rock, you know what's so crazy? What I even tell people is, it's like, yo, with the Hove and Kel shit, it was very big. You gotta say it was very big at that time. The reason why the numbers, they didn't get to do the numbers that they wanted, because whoever was in both their camps kept leaking, they leaked both the best of both worlds. They leaked best of both worlds, and they leaked Unfinished Business. I remember that. I was like, well, I don't know what's the coincidence.
I like that Unfinished Business album though.
They were both fire. They just, I said, if you notice, everybody, whoever was around Hove and Kells, they ain't want to see that. They ain't want to see that go to the top.
One of my favorite songs on that album was R. Kelly's single "Feeling You in Stereo."
My shit was when you get your little body, yaddy yaddy. That was my joint at the time. I remember when I was 5th grade. I used to have it on my iPod.
I like the one they did with Slick Rick.
That's when the big stupid doofy iPod first came out. I used to go to school, man. Telling you that I used to download it all off of LimeWire. I don't know if y'all remember LimeWire.
Yeah, I remember LimeWire.
Son, that was my son. Unfinished Business and Best of Both Worlds was my albums.
I like the one they did with Devin Dang. The Power of the PUSSY.
Facts. I'm telling you, that was probably Dame Dash bum ass was leaking them albums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dame Dash, man, he was lying on Rob, man. Aaliyah never said nothing bad about him. He was jealous of the fact he thought R.Kelly and Aaliyah had something going on. Aaliyah probably was sitting around talking about Rob all the time about how they was in the studio, you know what I'm saying, dropping music. He didn't like that shit. If you peep Dane and Jay-Z, they some jealous ass dudes. They jealous of people. They jealous of each other. They be slamming each other out.
Yo, Lil Mac, take it from me, and I'm from Brooklyn. Take it from me. Hove is a hate. Like I'm a huge Jay-Z fan, 100%, no doubt. But everybody, he's that person that everything's about him. Right. Everything, like it has to. You heard Irv said it. He said, "Yo, bro, Jay-Z was so much like he couldn't sleep at night because." Yeah, I remember DMX was the bigger artist at that time.
Right.
And they said he used to be so pissed. Like, they said every time Hove used to drop a track, he used to be like, yo, it's better than X. And, you know, Irv was producer for all of them. Produced for Ja. Remember, he had Ja, X, and Hove. And he was produced for all three of them. He said, yo, every single time Hove would go in the booth, walk out, be like, yo, that shit was better than X. And then he'd be like, yo, everybody was like, damn, like, you got so much of a, like, at that time it wasn't competitive nature. Yeah, people would want to take it to that. It was really the hate.
Yeah. I like Jay-Z. The hardest album I think he had was Reasonable Doubt. That motherfucker was hard. I ain't a big Jay-Z fan, but that Reasonable Doubt, that motherfucker was smashed.
Nah, my favorite Hove is probably the Black Album.
Yeah.
I
love it. I
like Reasonable Doubt, and I like
Giggy, Nas, and I like Jadakiss. I think Jadakiss don't get enough credit.
Jadakiss is so underrated.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a Nas fan at all.
What?
Nah,
Nas way hard.
I don't like.
Nas way harder than Deep.
I don't like Nas like that.
Hey, that's still Matic and Illmatic, man. Them motherfuckers hard, bro.
I'm a 50 and I'm a Hove fan and X. Like them three I love.
Though the Massacre and Get Rich or Die Trying. After that, he just flopped.
Yeah. He like I tell everybody. Much I'm a 50 fan. 50 had the best 5-year run.
But he sold 11 million off of Get Rich or Die Trying.
Exactly. He sold 11 million off that, and he sold like I think Massacre sold like 6 million or some shit like that.
Yeah, because when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, Chocolate Factory was also out. It was almost like they were switching positions.
But
50 got mad at Chaos for, you know what I'm saying, doing the record with Ja and Ashanti.
Cause he got mad because Kels and 50 was going to team up. Kels didn't really want to do it. He only did it off of the strength of him, his love and his friendship with him and Fat Joe.
Right.
He wasn't at that time. Kels was gonna fuck with 50, but then Fat Joe was like, yo, at that time you seen how big 50 was just off rip. He's basically saying, yo, if you go work with him, it's like, yo, bro, how much bigger you want this man to get?
2000, I say 2003 and 4 and 5, those definitely the year of 50 Cent though.
And remember when you talk about Fat Joe, R. Kelly already did We Thuggin' with Fat Joe back in 2001.
We thuggin' on loving, got Henny on pop. Hey, that was hard.
Facts. But people forget Get Rich or Die Trying and Chocolate Factory dropped the same week, and Kels still outsold 50. But you know, 50 wound up outselling in the long run. Like, but the first week sales, 50 Kels outsold 50. Yeah.
Man, 50 just taunted goddamn Ja Rule again about all the front row seats at the goddamn concert. Man, 50 is a different type of petty, man.
Different.
But Ja got a lot of good records too, though. I can't hate on Ja though. I'm not a huge Ja Rule fan, but like single wise, he killing 50 on the singles. I guess he do duets. Well, 50 say I don't know no gangster that do duets.
But you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy, Lil Mac? I always tell everybody I'm a huge 50 fan. The same shit 50 clown Ja for, he went and did. The same he used to make for the lovey music and all that.
Everybody doing that right now. Everybody used to clown Ja Rule for doing it, but
exactly.
Now everybody doing it.
Exactly. You guys see, like look at Candy Shop. Look at If I Was Your Best Friend. Those were songs that Ja Rule used to make and 50 used to make fun of him for, and then you turned around and wound up doing it. I wanna get to know you.
Sierra, yeah.
Like mad at him, you feel me? Lovey dovey type music. 50 used to dead. He used to clown him for, and then dead winded up, you feel me, using his source.
Yeah, but I tell you what though, that 21 questions.
That
21 questions though. Right? I can't even lie.
It's so many rappers, man, that don't get
what you said, Lil Mac?
They deserve, bro, in your city, bro. Like the whole Wu-Tang, like all them dudes lyrical, bro.
Not.
Like, they be like everybody just be overlooking all these great MCs in New York over Jay-Z, man. Like,
I
see what you just said it right there, Lil Mac. You got MCs and you got rappers. Now you got mumble rappers.
See, Lil Mac, you gotta sit here and look at it. We living in a dead age where, like, I remember the young niggas like around my age, like everybody's around my age, they only motivated or moved by the bag. And when you look at Jay-Z, why he's just sit so highly on this high pedestal is why? Because of the bag. You get what I'm saying? It's like, yo, Boosie said something so real. As much as I'm a Jay-Z fan, he said, yo, Jay-Z ain't nobody playing Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? It's only like true Jay-Z fans that love Jay-Z going to throw Jay-Z on in the car. He said every time when you look at Jay-Z on the tabloids and stuff, it's about some type of $1 million or $1 billion deal. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, nowadays, like I said, like people my age ain't nobody moved by morals, principles, or it's just whoever got the bag.
I think when the industry messed up was when everybody started trying to bite the sound of the South. I'm from the South though, but I miss it where you could tell the rapper was from New York. You could tell the rapper was from California. You could tell the rapper was from Atlanta. You could tell the rapper was from New Orleans. Like that. I hate how it is now.
But you know what's
Fetty Wap. You think Fetty Wap was from Atlanta? He from Jersey.
You know what's so crazy, Lil Mac? All my friends would tell you, like, even much I'm a New York person, they'll always tell you, but I ain't gonna lie, Deem love country music. I just always loved South music. Like that was just, even when quote unquote New York was at its height when I was a kid, man, I just love my country music. Like that's just me. Like I just love I like hearing 808s and you got what I'm saying, like anything that's with high, you feel me, fast paced high beats. Like I love hearing a booming beat like that. It just, and then the South bring those type of beats.
And I like somebody like that like me personally. I like a rapper that's, know what I'm saying, that's gonna keep it like all the way 100. Ain't on no faking, and know what I'm saying, is in lyrical.
The corporate hater when I talk like this.
Like me, like
I ain't with that ain't about where you from. Like I'm from the South, but I listen to East Coast rappers. I listen to down South rap. I listen to everybody.
Lil Mac, I'm like one of my favorite rappers of all time. He in my top 5. I don't care what well, at the time, now he's known as Jeezy. When I was Young Jeezy, I love Young Jeezy.
Jeezy was true.
That's my guy. Like that's my guy. Where you from? Where you from?
We don't want the people to lose the focus of why we came here.
It's always about chaos though, man. My bad.
Yeah, we going down, but we want to keep it. We want to make sure we don't lose their attention when we talk about these people after this man masters to his music. I just pulled up a clip from Tupac, man, and he talking. He had just got released from jail when his surrounding his allegations, and I want y'all to hear what he had to say, man, about the situation. Let's see what Pac had to say about it. I already know Pac. He was going off. I know you're in the chat. Here you go. This one for Up right there.
Truth. Find out what really happened and report the story. If not, you ain't shit. You just like the rest of these bitches trying to bring me down. So that's why I curse you motherfuckers out every chance I get.
Then he told Fox News producer Michelle Williams just why he's so mad.
And the way the world is today, a woman can say anything about a man and I'm guilty until proven. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't even have a chance. Everybody already made me guilty. My career's already going this way.
Did she lie?
Of course she lied.
Truth.
And that sounds exactly like what Kale's going through. He got to prove his innocence. He's guilty. Everybody think he's guilty right now, but he got to prove that he's innocent, which you should be innocent to proven guilty. Everything he said related to Kale.
That shit crazy that he said that shit way back then, and it's still going on in the same way, the same fashion today.
Yeah. And you see how lies can not only lock you up, lies can get you killed. Because let's call a spade because with what happened with Merlin Santana. Because of a teenage girl, almost nearly grown, not quite 18, told a lie to her cousins or friends. They did a drive-by on Merlin Santana. He got killed because of that. And I think Sir Miguel said he knew one of them. I don't know, Sir Miguel. If you're in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he said he knew he heard the story about the girl, or may have knew somebody that may have known her. If you can come up in the chat, clear that up. But I think you said something about that. But when I heard about that, I said that's a damn shame. Because he literally died for no reason.
Shit is disgusting, J-Rock. Shit is disgusting.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna run this clip back with Senator Sane and talking about these parent partner companies who has came together to put together this surviving off of R.Kelly documentary. And then, we just gonna keep pushing it, man. We're gonna keep pushing this shit because the gig is up. The gig is up. The cat got the hat.
The gig is up, fatties.
So here we go, man. Let's salute the Senator Sane, man. Can't wait to get him over on the platform, though.
Owns Boonham and Murray Productions. The parent company to them is Banijay. Now, Banijay was founded by Stephanie Corbett in January of 2008. It's one of the largest content producer and distributors with over 150 production companies across 22 territories. It's a multi-genre catalog containing over 100,000 hours of original programming. And it's headquartered in Paris, all right? But it's a major media company, all right? Now, you got Banijay that owns this production company, Boonham and Murray Productions. Oh, and let's not forget Creative Incorporated. That's also another production company that worked on Surviving R. Kelly as well. Both of those companies are owned by Banijay, right? Now, Banijay, on the other hand, its owners, it's a split. Well, not a 50-50 split. It's LDH, which owns 67.1% of the company, and the other 32.9% is owned by Vivendi. Now, who is Vivendi? All right, who is Vivendi? Vivendi is a company. It's a major conglomerate company. I think it's overseas as well. I think it's located in France. It's headquartered in France. It's a French media company, a French media conglomerate. That's what it is. And it now owns 80% of Universal Music Group. And as we all know, Universal Music Group owns most of R. Kelly's publishing. So when we think about that, right, we think of the connection between Sony and BBC doing the first documentary, and now we have a connection between Surviving R. Kelly and Universal, which did the major documentary. Well, actually, they did about 3 of them, didn't they? Surviving R. Kelly 1, Surviving R. Kelly 2, Surviving R. Kelly, The Impact.
About 3 or 4. Yeah.
Now, you got the 2 biggest music companies in the music industry. Universal Music Group, which is number 1. Sony Music Entertainment is number 2. However, when you talk about publishing, they switch places. Sony Music Entertainment owns the biggest publishing company, which is Sony Music Publishing, and Universal Publishing is the second biggest publishing company. These 2 companies, and I know Warner Music, they own some of R. Kelly's publishing as well, so let's not leave them out of this. But these 2 companies specifically, Sony, who owns R. Kelly's masters, and Universal, who owns most of R. Kelly's publishing, both of them have connections to these documentaries that were responsible for flipping the public's mind, getting the public against R. Kelly, where the public is thinking that R. Kelly, they made you think like he has this history, some sort of history of dealing with minor girls, which if you really do your research, you'll realize that that's not true. What there is there's rumors, and it isn't that many. It's not 30 years of rumors. It's only a allegation of a marriage, and then a allegation of a sex tape that he went to trial for in 2008, and he was acquitted. Other than that, the only other thing that comes to mind is that bogus rumor in 2017, the same year that all this nonsense got started, which is the same year that would make R. Kelly's 25th year in the music industry after his original release date, born into the 90s in 1992. And of course, once you're in the business for 25 years, that's when you can put in the notice to the label saying, I want my masters back. All right?
My masters, and I need it now. Hello?
Yep. They're his masters. And they know it.
Y'all go ahead, expound on it.
Anybody there?
Yep. It's his masters. They know it, and everybody knows it. I mean, all this is, I kept telling people the whole time they're using this, talking about black women and girls. This was nothing more than a Trojan horse. This was a smokescreen.
And they knew
what they really tried to do.
And they knew our type of people was going to fall for it. Like JoJo said, they be studying us, man. They know what we capable of, what we're going to do. Soon as they hear, they doing this for black people, we're doing this for black people. Like, man, it's a shame. So when did the United States of America really care about black people? Know what I'm saying? Like,
especially when it comes to black people trying to get justice. Hell, whose birthday we celebrating this weekend? Dr. King. What is one of his most famous quotes that he always says? Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Exactly.
And here is one of the most blatant injustices that you can possibly see.
And then not only it happened, you know what I'm saying, to R. Kelly. It right before they happened to Bill Cosby. I'm talking about they weren't even like with a good 2 years. Like 2017, like they was coming out the Bill, like what, 2015, 2014?
Yep.
Like, dang, and then
yeah. And see, and I remember R. Kelly was on somebody's radio interview, and they was asking him about Bill Cosby. Because I think they were trying to goad him into saying something negative about Bill Cosby. R. Kelly didn't do it. He didn't bite on that. He said, I'm not gonna judge Bill Cosby because I understand what he's going through, because I wound up going through some of the exact same things he's going through. So he wasn't gonna throw Bill Cosby under the bus. And I think Bill Cosby remembered that and respected him for that. That's why he brought. That's why he asked Jennifer Bonjean to represent him.
Right. And then my thing is, what's so crazy about this Bill Cosby situation is this last lady that came out with Gloria all wig, off wig, and they did that little sue and try to get the little money, which they probably ain't gonna get shit because Jennifer probably gonna fight that again. You mean to tell me you went around to sue Bill, but you didn't sue? You saying this happened in the Playboy Mansion? Why you didn't try to, know what I'm saying, sue the Playboy estate? You would have got probably more money from them than you would coming from Bill. They got just as much, probably even more. And then everybody want to give R. Kelly here about dating these 18, 19, 20-year-old. But then you got Hugh Hefner, that 80 years old, damn near got about 50 in his mansion. And then not only that, Anna Nicole Smith married a fucking 85, 90-year-old, but nobody talk about that.
And the funny part is, Lil Mac, people got this misconception that no, they just young. No, they was fucking 13, 14, 15-year-olds modeling for Playboy.
Yep. Brooke Shields.
Exactly. People miss what you call it. Yeah, it's wrong. It's morally wrong, what a case may be. But on a technical term, it's nothing wrong because they're gonna say, oh, what you call it, they got on stuff that's covering, but bro, you still got a child fucking posing to try and be an adult. But it's like, yeah, that's sick shit. But way case may be, but hey, they don't see nothing wrong with that. But what you call it, well, Kelly, like, let's just say it is consensual and everything. R. Kelly can't go out in his 20s and go fuck with somebody that's 16 years old, 17 years old.
See, that's one of the things that we talked about. I just saw I was going through Prima Donna's videos, and she had a little quick one, and it said called "The Breakfast Club and Black Media Complicit in Railroading R. Kelly." And the black media, R. Kelly wins his appeal, he starts suing people. Black media they're gonna have to hold that L.
Facts.
They're gonna have to hold. I'm not talking about just regular hold it either. I'm talking about they need to hold that L like dudes hold ones in the strip club.
Yeah. You know, it's the thing. I know why thingy what you call it. They got this vendetta against R. Kelly so much because I know 10 times out of 10 they wanted an interview from him and he turned their interview down.
Cause they messy, man.
Exactly.
What purpose do they serve somebody going upstairs to R. Kelly to go do an interview with them?
Exactly.
And then I seen DJ Envy punk ass do an interview talking about he don't respect R. Kelly because of the allegations. But you sitting around with Charlamagne the God who came out of his mouth and admitted that he raped and date raped what the girl named Jessica Reed. You sit around him every day.
I feel like all this shit though. Honestly, when I think about it on top of the surface, bro, it's a disrespect to R. Kelly mama. For R. Kelly, to come out and talk about how much time he spent with his mama on a day-to-day basis. We know that's the reason behind the McDonald's and different things like that. So you mean to tell me that this man spent all this time with his mama, and you mean to tell me his mama wasn't teaching him right from wrong? His mother understood that he was going to be R. Kelly before he became R. Kelly. She warned him about these things that was going to come about. When that that message he put in the song I Wish, when his mama asked him, what does it profit a man who gain the world and lose his soul? That was a real conversation that he had with his mother before she transitioned. What's your purpose, Robert? Know your purpose. That's the same thing I heard Dave Chappelle say his dad told him. Know your purpose before you get into this industry. Name your price. Don't let this industry pimp you. This shit, when I think about it, I say, man, me as a young man, my father wasn't in the household growing up, but my mama instilled principle in me that, you know what I'm saying, you know how old you is. You know, you came down here, you know, my sisters was a few years younger than me, you know, and you know how that shit go. They little friends probably act liking you or acting like they like you, whatever. But guess what your mama told you? Them girls too young for you. And tell them girls, don't bring your little hot ass over here being fast in my house.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Now I feel like it's just disrespectful to this man's mother for them to say that, oh, she raised him all these years of his life. She raised him and never taught him the difference between legal and illegal. You know what I'm saying? This age factor or whatever the situation may have been, especially with their situation that took place within their household. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear them talk about this shit, sometimes I think about it and be like, man, it's just disrespectful, man. It's a slap in the face to the black community because we all have had this conversation. And we all have had these conversations. We all have had to fuck some older dude up for fucking with our little sister. You know what I'm saying? You know, or trying to talk to her or anything to that nature. Like, we understood that shit. So when I look at this shit with R. Kelly and think about the shit that they saying about this man, I'm like, man, for him to spend as much time with his mother, like, these people really just like, I mean, what? You know, if this lady was still living, how would she feel about the shit that she's hearing about her son that she basically raised, hands on every day? Right. He had to go to work with her. He had to go to church with her. McDonald's, he was always with her because, like you say, my brothers, they would always leave and I'd be left with my mom. This shit just, a lot of times when I think about this shit, it's like, man, like, they make it seem like this man just came up in a world with no guidance at all. Nobody ever taught him nothing. I yield back my time.
But see, that's the narrative that they will want to spin. They continue to try to spin that same narrative, even though they want to blatantly lie about everything, even about running into people that have died after 4 years. Also, people talking about, well, I graduated from high school when I was 16 years old, and you go from being 16 to 21 in 3 years. But those are the stories that they want to believe.
Right.
And talking about how well and then you drinking liquor from the future. Talk about I drunk Hypnotic. But Hypnotic didn't come out till 2003 years, like 1999, 2000.
Right.
then you got mothers out there talking about, well, I think it was Danita, Dominique Garner, whoever it was, whose mother said, well, I got a text message from my daughter in 2000. Text messages weren't out in 2000. Hell, Bill Gates and
you know how much a text message cost when it first came out?
Shit, too much damn much. The only thing close you had to that back then was those two-way pages.
Exactly. Yo, bro, it was like what? I think 50 cents to $1.50 per text back then. That shit was, mind you, I remember people used to talk about shit like that as a kid. They used to be, yo, texting is mad expensive.
Yeah. And you was in shock when you got that cell phone bill.
Oh man, you see motherfuckers be complaining and running up their cell phone bill today. Nah, it wasn't nothing like back then.
Shit, complaining, hell.
Yeah,
There were dudes having heart attacks like they were Fred Sanford. Talking about, I'm coming to join you, honey. High ass cell bill in my hand.
Yo, Gerald, you crazy, but that's a fact though. I'm telling you, what Cal's situation, man. It shows me anything is believable nowadays, and anything ain't unbelievable. Shit.
It's just crazy to me about the fact that you could see blatantly everything that's going on in your face, but you want to justify just to stand on your point. Because see, we got a lot of people out there that want to go ahead and continue to do the wrong thing and hope the wrong thing turn out right. But you can't do that. Like R. Kelly said in that phone call, he said, I hope you're gonna be on the right side of history. But there are people out there that really don't care. They're like, well, as long as I get the bag out of it, I'm good. But then at the end of the day, you ask yourself, is that bag really worth it?
Yeah, man. Like these accusers, like where they come from out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden surviving R. Kelly. And y'all, like Candace said, told one of those accusers in the case, you mean to tell me this happened to you in 1994 and you wait for 2021 to say something?
Yo, Lil Mac, I'm telling you, them chicks was home broke, and I'm telling you, they got the word. It was like, yo, surviving R. Kelly paying us a little bit of money, so let's, yo, son, these chicks is different. You got ask Ebony Doyle how much money she got for her little interview. I heard somebody was saying one of them, it was Drea, or one of them got like 30 grand. I don't know how true that is, but they say some shit like that.
That's a lot. That's a lot, man. But man, we've been on here for 2 hours, man. So we ain't gonna do. But last night I witnessed a live that I think that live I went to sleep 2 or 3 times and woke up. It was still going.
Yo,
man, I don't know what the fuck was going on over there, man.
Yo, Yo, Vi, no kizzy, no funny shit, bro. I fell asleep, son, last night twice during the live.
That shit was still going when the sunlight came
and I was
up.
engaging in it too. Like, so I was like, yo. And
I
was
looked
like,
out the window at work. I'm like, damn, the sunlight coming out. They were still going. They were still on live.
Facts.
But it was some shit. It was some good stuff said over there. But you know, we got Rap McGee lying, talking about he didn't have no involvement. And let me explain to people why he started telling people go look at R. Kelly case and see where it say my name.
Yep.
It's not going to say your name in R. Kelly case. What you got out of R. Kelly? It's not going to say in R. Kelly case what you got out of participating in it. Well, they're going to give you credit for your work is in your sentencing memorandum.
Right.
It's going to say in your sentencing memorandum that you helped with other cases and you helped did so. It's not going to say that shit in R. Kelly sentence.
Right, Big Vi. You mean tell me you did all this shit? You got all these goddamn accused, but like you said, got all these accused over your house, and you kick it with your boy Angelo. You know what I'm saying? Did all this shit. You did it for something. You didn't do it for nothing. He was fooling me over there. I like just let that nigga keep talking, keep spilling the beans, man. Just tell on himself. You ain't fooling us.
About he ain't get no credit for it. Yeah, you did get credit for it.
He'll like Kale say he'll try to spin your ass, and the people over, a lot of people over there getting caught up in his goddamn web. Man, stop falling for that shit that man be saying.
And now what he doing is
I'm gonna fall for none of that dude was saying.
And now he going around.
But shout out to my boy.
Now that the gig is up with him. Now that the gig is up with him, and now him and Larry and Angelo and Tim and all them are at each other. Now what Larry is doing is trying to cause disturbance in the R. Kelly sector all over again.
Right.
I don't care how people may feel or what people may think. This man asked on that phone call, he asked that people stop the back and forth.
Exactly.
Stop worrying about who's doing what. And if people are still out here doing the same thing that this man asked people to not do because it's not helping him as far as the message be pushed, then I'm going to ask you to start to look at those people that you see doing it. And ask yourself, this man say, I don't give a damn who get me out of here. He said, if a roach walked past with information, I would accept that roach. He said, I feel like I'm buried alive. And I'm in this casket kick. Right, he said, I don't give a damn who dig me out. But like I said the other night,
I seen some people get mad that he shot at Levi and Chad Winbush shot him, and they're like, well, he shouldn't have shot at them. They ain't had shit to do with it. Kels ain't thinking about that blogger favoritism shit. He trying to get that message.
But look what he did, though.
That BOP officer.
But look what by him saying something about Levi,
like people
ain't looking at because Levi, Sharon, and Dana J has been the center point of they don't know R. Kelly. He not related to R. Kelly. None of this. That has been the focal point of the people who comes against those select people. The focal point has been they don't know him, he don't know them.
Right.
So I understand why he came out and said he spoke to the degree of those that he did speak to, because he are trying to tell him, stop worrying about this person, stop worrying about that person, and we need to be worried about this BOP officer who illegally accessed my jail records
Right,
and gave
and
it to a blog.
it's more enough people out here to support him. Everybody ain't gotta be cool with each other, just be cordial with each other, man.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Everybody can support him in their own way, man. As long as you're doing it the right way.
And that's why.
I even came out. I've been real about the situation. Like it be some stuff that like Dana might do, I might not agree with, but that man in his heart feel like he's supporting Kel. I cool with him out to say he ain't for R.Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him personally. I don't know Levi personally. You know what I'm saying? I can only speculate what they do on YouTube, but I don't know them personally, who they relationship, who they have with. That ain't even what we on here for. We on here, you know what I'm saying, to try to help this man out.
That's it.
What's understood ain't got to be explained to me, man. Like people just
like I said, and one thing you always say, shit. What don't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. If these people were on here doing illegal shit as far as Dana, as far as Levi, just like Hollywood, just like the Hollywood actor got himself caught up in R.Kelly case, and other people, when you overexert yourself, you will be part of that case.
Right.
If Dana and Levi had done something, they would have had an indictment on them. They would have been a part of this case. Until we see the paperwork saying that they did this, they did that, at this point, we really can't say nothing. But we can speak about the people that we do see in paperwork. And we still don't speak about those people. Because at the end of the day, for me, this shit ain't about none of that. It's about the message. I don't even entertain that message. People can say what they want to say about Big Val. Big Val, I take care of me. I take care of my children. I wake up, I go to work. I put food on the stove. I pay the bills in this house. I put gas in my car. I live comfortable. Right. Not based on how somebody fucking feel about me. That shit don't do nothing for me. But at the end of the day, I understand that R.Kelly's situation could be my situation.
Right.
It could be one of my son's situation. It could be my brother's situation. All these people that's caught up in the bullshit still want to, they mad because R.Kelly, first you motherfuckers, y'all was mad because he wasn't talking. Now that he's talking, you still mad. Motherfucker, you are just a mad motherfucker.
Right.
Man, like at the end of the day, who gives a fuck, man, about that shit? It's about, you know what I'm saying, about helping him get out this situation. Fuck the other bullshit. Like, man, I ain't got no favorite motherfucking blog and all that shit, man. I rock with who I rock with, and I rock with who I don't rock with. If you see me on these people channel, that's who I rock with. And the people I don't be on channel, that's who I don't rock with. You know what I'm saying? I don't be out here bashing nobody. None. I got caught out that shit last year with a few years ago with that shit, trying to support people and shit, and what they did. And these people want who they say have to be. So I fell back from a lot of these people on here, man. And I just do my own thing. I politic with the people I know that's genuine for this man. They want to help this man get out this situation that he's in. That's all they should be mad about at the end of the day. If you ain't, man, go shit, get off the fucking toilet, man. Stop talking about fucking nonsense because y'all wasting a lot of true supporters' time. And then, like, I don't like this divided shit because it's some cool motherfuckers on the Dream Team that I like, and there's some cool motherfuckers that's YTF. You know what I'm saying? I rock with, and even in the Enterprise, I like. It shouldn't be like that. We all on the one thing trying to support R.Kelly. How the fuck we gonna be talking about we supporting this man? We can't even get along with each other.
Yeah, but only way two grown people don't get along with each other is because two grown motherfuckers just don't. They can't be grown. They can't be adults.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand that some people have took shit too far. When it comes to people, kids, when it comes to people, family members, they livelihoods and different shit, that's too far. This shit is you too, not personal too. Then people come out, they throw bricks, they hide their fucking hand. And then once they get caught, and then they get a brick through at them, now they're a victim.
Right. And then my thing is too, as subscribers, man, y'all gotta stay out of these bloggers beef, man. If they got an issue, let them have that shit up themselves. You just fall back. Don't insert yourself in that shit because that way you fucking your own stuff up from going to other people's channel and shit. And lady, you wanna know why you people won't come on your channel. Then I seen one dude, I ain't gonna call his name, but he know who the fuck he is. At 1 minute he be over here kicking it with that channel, then next minute, you know what I'm saying? He beefing with that person. He back on that channel talking shit, man. I don't like niggas like that with them bitch ass female tendencies like that, man.
Facts.
Like I know I be peeping these checks what they be doing, bro, man. Like, man, it ain't even about that, man. I rock with everybody, man. I'm gonna be over him. I'm gonna be in big. I don't give a fuck what nobody. I'm gonna be over him. Big Vi, that's my boy. I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Infamous Silvio. I fuck with Daniel. Everybody ain't gotta be like that, man. It ain't gotta be what motherfuckers can't go on with this.
Should no supporter have to choose? Should nobody that support have to choose a side? But what you should do as a supporter is understand what's right and understand what's wrong. And if you're not gonna, you don't have. It ain't your duty to call a person out if they not doing something wrong. But you know what I do when I go and I see shit that I don't agree with, I press. I hit the thing, hit the button and say, stop sending me notifications. And then I block those people so I don't even see their channels no more.
Yeah.
I block them. All the people on YouTube in this sector I don't fuck with is Oko because they ain't for chaos. Everybody else I'm cool with, but we gotta get out the bullshit. I want to think about that side. I do agree with when it be some shit, they stick together. But they had their little beef with Angela, but they together. It's just one Oko. Over here, you got Enterprise, you got Dream Team, you got YTL. Why we just can't be just R.Kelly supporters, man? Just chill, man. Cause it's cool people in, like I said, in the Dream Team. I like these people over here. And then if the people in YTL probably want to kick it with the people in Dream Team, but they can't because the two, you know what I'm saying, bloggers beefing with each other. They ain't gotta
YTL be on my platform all the time, but the ones that do come, they come in with respect. And in the bloggers, the people who had these, I never tell somebody when they come on my panel that if they come on my channel, they can't go to another channel. I don't do that. I welcome everybody. As long as you respectful, you are welcome.
That's some girl shit, man.
But if you come on my channel, grow. If you come on my channel saying fuck Dana J, you gone. You come on my channel saying fuck this or fuck that. If I see it, don't start no beef in my chat section.
Man, don't start no beef and don't talk about nobody I rock with. That's just how I'd be like, we ain't like. That's like if I was to go tap into a motherfucker channel and they start talking about Big Five. It's either one, two. I'm either curse your ass out, or two. I'm gonna exit out. So if Big Five or whoever I rock with see that, I'd be like, bro, you see, I ain't engaged nothing in that conversation. That person gonna be sitting there.
Because I see he genuine, man. He want this shit. He want the truth to come out about chaos. He fighting for the injustice of a man. He ain't on this motherfucker trying to beef with no blogger, be on no blogger beef type shit. He want, man. He just want, man, chaos to be, you know what I'm saying, free like all of us. If you truly him, that's what you truly should want, man. Everybody should be, you know what I'm saying, on the same page.
Only thing I'm gonna beef with is on how to make more money next year than I did last year. That's it.
Right. I like that energy, Doc, and keep that same energy.
I ain't a person. Come on, man. One thing about I don't fucking argue with spirits, man. You know what I'm saying? When you on YouTube, these ain't nothing but basically spirits. Goddamn it. What we going back and forth about? I can't put my hands on you. You can't put your hands on me.
Facts. It's just gonna be a bunch of words, it's like a bunch of words that you don't know me in real life. I don't know you in real life, so it's like
niggas making air threats.
Like exactly.
When I see you, you ain't gonna ever see me.
Exactly, and it's like exactly
like that, man. Everybody can peacefully coexist. Like if y'all don't get along, y'all just don't get along. Just peacefully coexist. Ain't that hard? I don't say nothing about you. You don't say nothing about me. We keep it about chaos, and that's it. I ain't be like, hey man, y'all want to go there support their channel, go support them. Just stay over and as long as you support mine, I don't care who you support. Like y'all, when y'all be separating the vibe, y'all be killing the message. That's more subscribers coming to your
But
page.
see, that's like Kel say. See, some of these people came on here to divide and conquer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Divide and conquer. And then some people came on here for unity. Like me. It's about unity with me. You know what I'm saying? If I can't pull us together, then I ain't gonna pull us apart.
Like we all can, know what I'm saying? We all grown. We can agree to disagree. Long as we on some pie. I just want everybody to be on some positive shit. Every time I come, you late at night, somebody on the live arguing with each other over some stupid shit.
Son, yo.
Some shit happened about 3 years ago, man. Let that shit go, man.
Yeah.
Yo,
like,
look.
One thing about it is,
going on
another thing about this shit is
all the time.
People don't understand what it means to have respect for. Even if I don't like somebody, I got respect for my enemy. Because I gotta respect you as a person, because guess what? The same shit that I think in my head that I can do to you, it's possible that you can do those same fucking things to me. So I gotta respect you. Because if I disrespect you, you got the upper hand on me. Because I'm gonna approach you in a disrespectful manner, not even respecting the fact that you can strike me before I strike you. A lot of times people don't understand. A lot of times people don't understand and get caught up in shit because of they want to prove a point. I want to show you, man, I ain't got no point to prove to nobody. I come on this motherfucker, man. Like I say, I don't ask people for nothing. I get up, I go to work, I do well for myself. I buy equipment and shit when I can. Try to make this, try to make the channel better as I can. But my main objective is to spread the word. Spread the word. That shit free. Spreading the word is free. A little bit of my time out of the day, I log in, spread the word, spread the word, spread the word. I like having the panels because seeing the guys come on and have respectable discussions. Because, like you say, we go to certain platforms, all we hearing is bitch this, bitch that, nigga this, pussy motherfucker that, all that disrespect. Like, how do you expect to make a change? You know what I'm saying? When you're not putting out change. You going back and forth, arguing, cussing, disrespecting, bitches, drinking, whatever, doing all this other type of shit. Now you supposed to be if I'm representing myself, right, Lil Mac, and Dean, if I'm on here representing Vi, then the image that I portray to represent Vi is the image that's gonna be presented when it comes to Vi. But if y'all people on here advocating for Robert, and they not understanding the image that they putting forward, that image gonna go to Robert, not your platform. Like I'm on here representing. I'm on here. I speak in the injustice of R.Kelly. So my platform, my platform is gonna have an R.Kelly image on it because that's what we talk about. So now you take that into consideration, and you go to other platforms that talks about R.Kelly and look at the image look at what's being talked about that's attached to the image. But we talk about respect, right? We want these people to respect us. We want these people to hear us, but we're not looking at what we're doing that's being attached to the image of Robert Kelly. Like everybody talk about the shit that go on at these protests and all type of shit. Yeah, we protesting, but then we come out after the protest, we have it our way. But all of this shit getting put out in the mainstream though. So just like that's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go to this job and do an interview. Oh, I gotta do a drug test. Okay. I leave out the job on FaceTime on live. Yeah, man, just left this motherfucking job interview. Yeah, man, just dropped this piss test shit. I know I'm past it, but you smoking a blunt on live of recording yourself leaving your new job. Now, guess what? Somebody that's on your live can call your new job and say, y'all need a drug test in. Again, now you done lost your new job because you saw here, this job is now your image represents this job now. When you on here smoking that blunt, guess what? Somebody can call your job and say, yeah, he on here smoking the blunt on it live. So when you talk about this YouTube street, the shit that we do on these channels, it represents R.Kelly image. Because that's who we advocate for. So we gotta understand, we gotta understand the things that we do on our channel, how it reflects back to the man that we advocate for. And the reason why we're advocating. We're gonna advocate for injustice, but if we sit back, if somebody powerful wanted to say, I want to get behind, I want to put some money behind this movement for injustice. You hear me, little man? If somebody say, I want to put some money behind this movement of injustice, I see that there's a big community of people that's fighting for the injustice that's going on. But then if they come to the platform and they hear, motherfucker, I'm going to beat your ass. When I see you now you just lost somebody who was potentially finna invest in your fight. Now they ain't backed out because guess what? These motherfuckers finna kill each other.
Facts.
So if someone did want to invest in the fight that's going on with R. Kelly, look at the image that's being put forward when it comes to some platforms. Damn, I want to invest in this R. Kelly situation, but I go on this platform, these people talking about shooting these people talking about beating these people. Hey, hold on. I don't think that's gonna be a good look.
Facts.
We gotta get it right. If we gonna do anything, we gotta get what they say, stand for something or fall for anything. We gonna have to stand correct, or this shit just gonna die out like anything else. All this, I mean, people ask R. Kelly, we not believing this till R. Kelly speak. R. Kelly come out and speak, and you still don't believe it. Because he shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have said, you can't tell a grown-ass 50-something-year-old man how, when, and where he should talk. But these people are so hell-bent on trying to prove something that Dana did, and Levi did, Sharon, whoever, to the fact that they would let a motherfucker like an informant come and sit up and bash people in the R. Kelly sector to deflect from what's really going on.
And then one thing be killing me is Big Vibe. It be people on this side that be beefing with people on our side, and they'll go over there to the ops and kick it with them. Like, motherfucker, what? I would never want to go to war with y'all type of motherfucker.
Man.
Like, you mad? Let's say, I don't give a damn. Let's say me and Big Vi and Dean fall out, and we all support Kale. I'll never go to a motherfucking Old Cold CV channel and bash y'all, talk shit about y'all. That ain't even in my nature to do some bitch ass shit like that. Man, fuck them.
And see, that's why I was tripping on Larry. Now, for 4 years, you done dogged R. Kelly out through this motherfucking YouTube street. Now, all of a sudden, you want to come on an R. Kelly platform and talk about people who supporting R. Kelly. You are trying to do damage control.
Right. He even said that. You know what I'm saying? I'm distracting y'all. That's what I do. I come on and distract y'all. Man, I'll be falling for the okie doke. Like, man, these people, man, like we even got off topic, man. We supposed to be talking about kills.
Most definitely, man. But we finna we finna get ready to get out of here, man. You know, for the most part, I mean, people that's coming late, man, can always go back and listen to the live and listen to the takedown that took place. Listen to the corruption between the music labels that has came and that played a part in this surviving R. Kelly docuseries. J Rock gave you the timeline of R. Kelly anniversary album anniversaries and his recording masters. Shout out to Senator Sane for the content as well. He talked about the 25th anniversary of R. Kelly debut album and what it means to the record labels when it comes to him getting his masters back.
Yeah, I think J-Rock was speaking on that too earlier. It's on the live earlier this week.
Yeah, J-Rock been on that timeline for quite some time. And that's what it's about, man. And we just gotta keep pushing that, keep putting that out, and you guys can say y'all final statements, and then we gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna give me some rest for the night and see what it look like tomorrow.
No, it's always good, you know what I'm saying, to kick it with y'all, chop it up with y'all. I just want to say, man, before I leave him, man, free cares to his backwards, man, because he didn't get a fair trial, man. You see how these goddamn, before he even went to trial, they found him guilty in public by the public opinion, man. So all I can say is, man, free cares, man, and I did my 24 hours, and I'm finna come off him. Cause I don't want to be part of this shit no more. Jay don't want to be a part of it no more. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my ears right. All right, y'all guys, man. Free
Lil
kids.
Mac, you crazy.
Hey, Lil Mac, hey, inbox me your number on Twitter, man. Yeah, nah.
Well, I'll go. I guess I'll go since I just jumped back in. I missed a little bit. I had to dip out right quick. But like I said, once again, I appreciate being on, and appreciate you, Vi, like always. Dean, appreciate your input.
Appreciate you more, bro. Appreciate you more.
Everybody in the chat, much love to y'all. And when I was off, when I was off the panel, I had a chance to do a little bit more thinking. And going back to what Javante Cunningham kept saying, what tour were you on when you said you saw R. Kelly having sex with Aaliyah? And I had to go back. The only other tour that R. Kelly was on the Private Line tour with Gerald Levert. Gerald's Private Line album dropped October 91. R. Kelly's album dropped 3 months after. When Gerald dropped, because usually back in the 90s, your singles had to be like strong for like about 4 to 5 months to actually kind of generate a strong tour. So your album had to be kind of strong to go that long to actually justify a tour. So Gerald, with the brand he had, R. Kelly was an up and comer. And Born in the 90s came out, you needed another act, so R. Kelly was perfect. And at that point, I think if it was October, then that probably would have been around March or April of 92. And R. Kelly's album just dropped in January, which was a perfect opportunity. So Javante Cunningham, correct me if I'm wrong, but Javante Cunningham really wasn't around in 92. So at that point, and she never mentioned anything about Gerald Levert or a tour. So what tour was it when you saw Aaliyah having sex with R. Kelly? You can say it's a rhetorical question or whatever. but I do not believe for 1 minute that she even saw. As a matter of fact, I think it's a flat out lie. She just totally made that story up. But like you said, Big Vi, earlier, she probably took a piece of Earl's story and tried to, like R. Kelly do, try to remix it. And that's exactly
that what makes sense to me, because this man has had a career of narratives, and they have been passed down from generation to generation.
Right. So now you got, for those in the bushes that don't want to jump on, you at least you got a lot of liars, but there are two key ones: Javante Cunningham and Demetra Smith, that I could actually pull cards on easily. Well, we know about Faith Rogers here. They're like, I'm sorry that Lil Mac Savage just dropped off the panel, because I want to hear what Lil Mac said. Yeah, bitch, lie.
Yeah, get you 120 out.
But like I said, once again, I appreciate y'all like usual. So I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna see what else I can dig up, and I'm gonna go through some of Prima Donna's old videos, because she got a lot of them, and I haven't really looked at them in a while, because I know there's gonna be a lot of gems in those too. Shout out to Prima Donna. If she see this live on the replay, shout out to you.
Oh yeah.
Send them the same. Much love to you, brother. We still want you on this panel, man. We want you on there. So everybody go and send them the same. Drop comments. Tell them that we want him on the platform, because we definitely appreciate his expertise on everything and all the knowledge that he dropped. But I appreciate it. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, and definitely looking forward to hollering at y'all again.
Already, man. Appreciate you too.
Peace.
All right, peace.
You know me, Big Vi. I ain't gonna drag it or stretch it, man. Once again, it was a great, feel me, time with my brothers on this panel. I loved it once again. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep shocking the world. We're gonna keep effing these motherfucking streets up. You already know. We ain't gonna stop until Uncle Kells is out that bitch.
For real.
But once again, you know, Vi, my brother, no matter what, man. And I love you. And I love your panel. And I'm gonna tell everybody in the audience, y'all don't gotta go home. Y'all gotta get the nah, let me stop. You feel me? But once again, I love you, Big Vi. If you're doing one tomorrow,
man, love you too, bro.
Just hit my line.
Already. You know, I probably most definitely chop it up with you and Derek in the morning.
All right, bet. Say no more. I'm here. Just hit me, bro.
All right.
All right.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all already know how we do it over here, man. We do it the right way. The right way.
Lifetime, as far as quick on Lifetime, as far as Lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forward for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that. give you a scenario. If you tell one woman, hey, I'm going to give you the money, you put the money behind the blue couch, and because the other lady is spending the money, and she's not supposed to be spending it because I need that money for lawyers. So you being more responsible. You take the money, put it behind the blue couch, and don't tell her. Just hold it and use that for emergencies or if I need anything or pay bills or whatever. The other woman is not supposed to know the very next day where that money is.
Right.
I'm not supposed to get a call, which I did from my girl saying they took the money, they left a note saying F you and F him, I'm going to do what I have to do. These things is happening. These things happening in 2019, and then I get another visit from the woman who took the money, and she tells me, since when did you start giving her the money, and why did you tell her to put it behind the couch and not tell me? Don't lie to me. I heard the phone call. So in 2019, I'm trying to figure out how the hell did she hear that phone call? In 2019, I'm trying to figure out why would she tell me in the last visit that, oh, and since when did you start?
She wasn't even 18.
You know what? And see, this is my thing because I'm watching everything that's going on, and don't none of y'all seem happy that like Kels is locked up. Like it's still
It's this what you gotta understand. With me, I'm still dealing with my daughter, my child, who's fucked up, and this is why motherfuckers like this old smart dummy over there, and that side chick, none of them can ever understand. Because they rock that shit all day long, keep saying ass this, that, this. Y'all keeping that shit going. Because if they didn't speak about it, it wouldn't be keep going. But they speak about it because you need channels, you need growth now, this and that, and that's fine. But don't get mad when I speak on something and it's about my life. Because y'all invading my space and making my life into a different type of lifestyle. Because now I got to watch the internet again, see what this shit is, watch my family. Because how this shit going with this motion, guess what? Azriel could be pulled back in on some shit because of life.
Wait. Why you say that?
I read real well because of the motions. Did you read the motion? Read the motion.
Okay. I see what you're saying. So they they might call her in and be like, "Did you get
exactly. Now we
watch?
need to exactly. Now we need to hear
run
this
it back.
part and that part again.
Yeah.
Yes. So now when she thinking she moving her life on, this dummy done dragged her in there because he want to be on his YouTube talking about, oh yeah, I got this, and we seen that, and you seen his father there, his mother there, this and that. Man, we was visiting. My wife never stayed at that fucking house. My son never stayed at his house. What the fuck is he talking about?
But you know they might
this shit goofy.
Oh, because they say they might pull you too, because she ain't say your name.
I promise. Listen to me. I promise you they ain't gonna call me. Listen to me. I promise you.
See, this is my thing because